The Israel-Hamas war is happening right now, and here is what to do if fighting happens in your country in the future. By the way, I can barely survive going outside touching grass, so I'm by no means a survival pro. Everything here is collected from Quora, WikiHow and Wikipedia, so take this with a grain of salt. So the first thing to do is to come to terms with the harsh truth. I know it's hard to process, but you are not John Wick, so don't go around trying to fight people thinking that you are invincible. On a more serious note, in a best case scenario, what you can do is look out for signs of war early and try to flee. Wars don't usually happen overnight, they are often built up over the years. Migrating to another country beforehand can save you a lot of trouble. Try to be mobile. Don't hide in your house with your food and water supplies. When fighting comes, leave. The place that you escape to is dependent on the situation. While urban areas might have more people and more support, it could mean more competition for resources and more fighting between armies. Suburban areas might have less fighting, but rogue criminals and soldiers can easily do something to you and get away with it. Learn how to protect yourself. There may be military personnel or volunteer groups who can teach basic survival and combat skills. Learn to use weapons like guns, knives, or bats. Find out how to escape from a country. Learn which neighboring countries accept refugees. When escaping, make sure to bring your passports and IDs. Bring small valuables to exchange for cash or supplies. Get in touch with friends or family members outside your home country. Find a strong building with windows you can sail off. List buildings or structures in your current area in case you have to run and find a new one fast. Caves or sewers are viable too. Or you can build a shelter in the forest. You can build it around a natural structure such as a tree or rock to make things easier. Be on the lookout for unexploded weapons or any equipment that is hazardous. This is actually the number one cause of civilian deaths in battles. Avoid conflicts as much as possible, including with the army or with anyone in your community. Don't rob or steal if you can, as you can get hurt if people get desperate. However, people might want to rob you or hurt you in crisis. In this case, defend yourself and your family when you have to. Have some weapons, but hide them and only show them when needed. Speaking about weapons, when you encounter hostile enemy forces, it's best to drop your weapons and raise your hand in the air to show that you are non-threatening. But the best thing to do is to avoid patrolling soldiers, ally or not, because they are usually also on edge and might accidentally hurt you. Hoard as many supplies as you can. Something I came across Quora is to store your cash inside a condom and stuff it inside your butthole, which I thought was pretty intelligent. Some other stuffs which are useful include canned food, water, important documents like passports, birth certificates, and first aid medicine. As war prolongs, the value of medicine, food, water, and cigarettes will increase, so you can use those as currency. Try to find clean water. You can purify water by draining it through a cloth or boiling it. If heat isn't available, iodine or bleach in small amounts would do. Hunting is also very useful, so get good at hunting and skinning animals. Oh, and fishing too. Learn how to determine which local plants can be eaten. Avoid wasting anything and loot supplies from places like abandoned storages or shops when you have to. You can even loot abandoned military camps for weapons. Have a positive mindset. Even if it seems impossible sometimes, being able to think objectively at times of despair is crucial. Take some time to think of emergency plans, as those will help you with the clarity of mind. War sucks. In a war, nobody wins. People suffer, soldiers suffer, countries suffer. During World War I, there was a widespread Christmas truce among the soldiers on the Western Front. On Christmas Day, they put down their guns and crossed the borders into the no man's land and wished each other Merry Christmas. They even played football together, and just for that period of time, no blood was spilled on the day the angels sang.